Okay. Waiting on you.
Alright, hello everyone. We're live. I'm Lonnie.
Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And we're back for the mid-season premiere of The Spoiling Dead.
Oh well, The Spoiling Dead.
And this is a big one.
Yeah.
Mid-season
It
premiere.
really is. Lots of good stuff happening.
Well, I can already tell I have the wrong thumbnail on it. I have the old Conduga thumbnail. We'll
Well,
have
it'll be okay.
to change that later. But
That's the.
oh, holy crap! This was
At least you got the right title.
yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Just in case you
If you don't want to hear any details about tonight's show, turn it off now.
yeah. This is a big one, especially if you haven't caught up over the last season or so, or if you're on the West Coast and haven't had the opportunity to watch. If you have not watched The Walking Dead and don't want the show spoiled, now's the time to turn around.
Mary's on and says, "Hey."
Hello, Mary.
Hello.
Oh, holy crap! This is a major episode.
Yes, it is.
And okay, so
Let's dive into it.
huh?
Just dive into it.
Final spoiler warning. 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
Okay, Carl is dead. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way.
He is
Carl,
dead. As bad as Lonnie didn't want him to be.
yeah.
He's dead.
I really, really, really thought that they would.
Fuck it up and not let him die.
I don't know if I would really call it that.
That's exactly what it
I think it would have opened up some amazing
I
possibilities
think it would have been lame.
in regards
That's
to the
where
show.
we're going to disagree tonight.
Um,
I think that would have been lame. If he hadn't died, I think it would have been a total cop-out.
It would have, just because it was
And I would have been really disappointed and then forced to watch a show that I really didn't care about. Because, as you said, we'll continue doing these even when we don't like it.
yeah,
So,
but this,
I mean, I understand. I love Carl to death. He's an amazing character.
Yes, for as young as he is, yes.
And Chandler Riggs is amazing playing him.
yeah.
So, I mean, I get where you're coming from the emotional standpoint, but I didn't want the show to be lame either.
Yeah, because it wouldn't look right if he didn't die and all these other people died.
Exactly.
Too, like, you know.
Honest to God, expected Rick to die before Carl. I mean, I know that's crazy.
I mean, no, I understand, because really, Carl's a stronger character than Rick.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he is, plain and simple. Because he started out young and had to grow up quick. So.
It's crazy how, basically on his deathbed, that he confessed to Rick that all those years ago that he had killed that boy in the woods outside the prison.
Yeah.
That was neat that they kind of harkened back to that. I'm going to turn that unit off because I know that's probably...
Why don't you spray some air freshener too? Let me throw that out there.
Oh. Yeah, I smell it. Logan left a present, by the way.
Yeah, he always... I can't believe he did that while we were streaming. He never does it while we're streaming. But let's just say he's a little potent when he leaves a present. I was going to try and ignore it, but then Lonnie got up to cut off the air. And then, yeah. Ugh. While you're up. And then Logan runs away. Like, air freshener. And it's like, well...
You have a stinky butt. So.
Maybe if you covered up your present, we
No.
wouldn't have to spray.
He couldn't have covered it up because Logan left a big steaming loaf in the kitchen floor.
Oh, it's in the floor. Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So I know everybody probably didn't want to hear that.
He's special.
He's a special kitty.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, I absolutely hated seeing Carl go in this episode. The way they did it, it was I think a really good send off.
Oh, it was.
For the character.
Especially when we found out at the end, the visions we've been seeing are his visions.
Yes.
The
And
foreshadowing, so to speak.
Now, here's the thing. Will these visions come true? Is all the stuff that we're saying stuff that's really going to happen? Because even
those are his hopes and dreams. Whether they're really going to happen, we really don't know.
Rick said he'd make it happen.
Just because he said he's going to make something happen don't mean he can.
Well, look, I'm telling you.
We really don't know.
You can't predict how
and
other
he
people
will
are
try.
These visions, with the exception of the big reveal at the very end, is almost
identical.
Pixel for pixel what is in the comic book in like 2 years' time.
Yeah, that's what you've said. So that's why I'm like, it could happen, but we really don't know. We don't know how the showrunners are going to do this.
Now, if you're curious what the big reveal is, at the very... This shows basically Rick walking around, and then, he has Judith. Judith's older. She looks, maybe 6?
Yeah.
Something like that. So we're assuming that probably 2 or 3 years have passed since this. And probably more like 3 or 4. And so I think... Rick walks her up to Eugene. Eugene gives her an apple. Eugene's there, so we kind of see that he may have overcome that. What's going on with the Saviors. And so a little bit later, it was Judith, wasn't it? Walked up, and somebody stands up, turns around, and it's Negan, and he is part of the community. Older, as you could see. And holy crap.
It's like, hey. She's like, hey.
That was weird.
That was awesome. At the same time, I was like, yay.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I absolutely cannot wait for this. I'm gonna go ahead and say at the end of All Out War, which is what this whole season is, Negan is going to be put in jail. And I don't see him becoming a productive member of the community anytime soon.
Well, probably not. It takes a minute to reform someone like that.
Negan, after everything fell, Negan was legitimately wanting to become part of the community. But in the comic books, of course, nobody trusted him. And for good reason.
Yeah.
But he never did anything bad after All Out War. He basically, whenever they had issues with people, and he managed to get out, he took things into his own hands and helped Alexandria the way he knew how to try to gain favor with Rick. He didn't have to do that. He could have just left and started up his own deal again. But no, he wanted to become accepted in Alexandria. And there was even a scene not long after the time jump where they have this lady who's in charge of going down and into the basement where the jail cell's at and, like cleaning his chamber pot and giving him his meals and everything. Yeah. And one day she screws up and leaves his cell open. And Rick walks in and sees the cell open, the door open, and Negan is just sitting in the cell. Like, hey, I could have gone and killed somebody. I could have escaped. I could have gone outside the walls. I could have killed you. But I'm sitting here. I want to gain your favor. I want to be a part of this. And Rick's like, screw you, no. Basically, it's not going to happen. And then he ends up, getting onto the woman. It's one of those deals where, like, you want to trust Negan because I like Negan. I love the character. But at the same time, you're like, what is his end game here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can't help but think that. Can I just say the mid-season premiere was better than the season premiere? That's my personal opinion. I don't know if anybody else thinks that, but I think that.
I do. This episode pretty much killed anything that was in the first half.
It really did.
It finally wrapped up. This wasn't just a mindless run and gun, machine gun fire everywhere. Nonsense. This had substance. This had a morality crisis. This had shocking moment after shocking moment that forwarded the plot it pushed the plot forward. It didn't. This wasn't just shock value bullcrap. This was good stuff. It wasn't. And on top of the Carl thing, one of the biggest things that they did was I really enjoyed the hell out of the Ezekiel Morgan Carroll storyline this episode.
Yes, that was really
my God.
good.
And that storyline is one of those like kind of slow burn deals that was really kind of getting on my nerves there for a little while. But now suddenly it's like, holy crap, we have found where this is supposed to go. This bad boy is firing on all cylinders. This is a dang good storyline. We didn't see Negan at all in this episode.
I mean, we did.
Well,
at the very end, at the reveal. But we didn't see him currently.
Yeah. It's showing like we're going to see him next episode.
Yeah. And next episode looks like it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you. This
Rick's
next episode is going to
kick some butt.
Yeah. Because Rick's
pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Rick's got that tunnel vision like he's ready to throw down. His son is dead. Which, by the way, Carl took his own life with a silencer pistol.
Yes.
Which, in my opinion, that was probably the best way to do that.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I'll
I
go ahead
couldn't
and tell you.
see Carl going any other way. He's such an independent person.
Yeah, and he knew that if Rick had to do it, it would have drove him over the deep end.
Yep.
That would have been that last.
And
He
that's that
knew his
last
dad's messed
favor
up.
he did his dad.
Yeah. He knew. He knows that his dad
Has
is
issues.
fragile.
Yeah.
And he's seen it time and time and time again. Like,
Well,
not
he
just
did him a
one little
favor.
isolated incident, but long term since the prison. Just, old Rick, I love him to death, but that man is mental health. I mean, he's got some issues.
Yeah, he's very emotional.
And really, that goes back to the prison when he was seeing the ghost of his dead wife, talking to her on the phone. Even in the comic books, when he and Andrea are basically married and she dies, he spends nights sleeping on her grave. And people are just kind of like,
Okay.
grieve in your
Do
way.
thing.
You do you.
Devasso's on.
What's up, Devasso? Welcome to
He
the
said,
stream.
eek. I don't know why, but he did.
I really hope that we didn't just spoil something unintentionally for you, kind sir.
Well, he's been on this channel long enough to know what Spoiling Dead is.
Yeah, he knows when Spoiling Dead is on, and we're talking Walking Dead, that it's spoiler time.
Right.
Which is kind of why we call the show The Spoiling Dead.
It is. It might be. I don't know.
But yeah, so the entire episode is spent.
Lon boy.
What?
That's what. Water.
Okay, y'all quit that.
No, I like that. That's
was
my
great.
favorite.
God, I look so weird without the beard.
That's probably what he's talking about. Lon boy.
It's Hank Hill in the flesh.
My face is so sensitive too.
Oh no.
Because it's like, it's just.
Kind of like those pants you ripped, right?
Hey, I'm making it a point to hide that.
Right.
You can't see anything.
No, this is his hands.
Can't help it, I ran out of room. Anyway.
Oh.
Eek, little Lon.
Oh my gosh.
But,
Little Lon.
everybody's probably wondering who the crap was here on the couch for y'all
I know, right?
when
Like,
they first come on.
like-
and then they heard me talk. They're like, oh no,
it's kinda
that's
like
Hank Hill.
when Goku was like, Lonnie, did you shave? You didn't know if it was you or not.
Yeah, that was like during our Conuga panel, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or review show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got two halves, and it alternates back and forth. You've got your flash forward, which ends up being Carl's visions of the future, what he envisions the future to be, and I think that they will probably stick to that really close. Then you've got Carl on his deathbed, really just talking to Rick and Michonne, and towards the beginning, everybody was there in the sewers waiting out the attacked by the Saviors. And then the other half was Ezekiel being held captive by the Saviors. And then you've got Morgan and Carol attempting to rescue him. What is going on?
Sid, I'm sorry. You really look like a child teargasser now.
Well, I'm wearing like a black shirt with like a cat on it with a star.
Space cat.
And yeah, okay, I see that. I look like dang.
Hank Hill. Propane.
Look.
Hank Hill, propane. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah, you've got them rescuing, and Morgan has decided that, you know what, he's going to kill. Like, constantly. And, him and Carol go through killing. Of course, she's apprehensive. Like, it's gotten to where Morgan is kill everybody. Mm-hmm. Carol is kill people when necessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a little more careful.
We've got this story that goes all the way back to when the teenage boy that Morgan was teaching the ways of Aikido, he was killed by the group that, you know, the kingdom was working with, you know, the Savior group. And so after he was killed, his younger brother kind of like fell under the tutelage of Morgan, kind of, and the younger brother wants to avenge his brother's death. So Morgan is struggling as to whether to kill like the leader of the, you know, like the what do you call it, the envoy or whatever that is with the Saviors, the leader, basically the guy who led the party that came and picked up their goods. Kind of like a more pleasant version of Simon.
Which he was
the same thing. Simon was the guy who goes to the hilltop. And this dude, I can't even remember his name, I wish I knew it. But he's the one who goes to the kingdom.
Yeah.
And this guy almost seems like he doesn't want any trouble. He doesn't want to kill anybody. He wants to just be peaceful. He fell in with Negan, and he's just trying to make his way. He doesn't have any kind of motives.
Like, I just want to follow what he says, mind my business, live.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to kill people. I'm just trying to live.
He's probably scared that he'll get killed if he don't do what he's told.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of see where the dude's coming from, because you end up with the Saviors, it's like you're stuck, you know, and you know, I'm sure he doesn't like want to make a scene or anything. He's trying to get through this job slowly, silently, just make it happen, whatever. And so Ezekiel spends like 2/3 of the episode trying to talk him into, hey, you know, it's not too late. You can come over to our side. You can be one of us. You don't, you know, the decision's not final. You know, you can always change. And he's like, no, it pretty much ain't going to happen. I'm pretty sure he thinks that Rick and them are going to lose eventually. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to be on that side. He wants to be on the side that's going to ensure his survival.
Yep.
And he doesn't think that that's the other side. Yeah. So, Morgan...
Oh, good. Okay. Red Plumber's on. Said he just watched
What's up? Oh, awesome.
Sweet.
And also... Devasso just won 1,800 legacy tokens, so congrats.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, hell yeah.
Dang.
So, anyway, Morgan and Carol rescue Ezekiel. Mm-hmm. And in the process, the leader dude from the Saviors gets hurt. He gets shot in the leg. And so he stumbles off trying to escape. Mm-hmm. And Morgan goes after him. Well, Morgan finally catches up to him. He's getting ready to kill him. I mean, he's got it pretty much made up in his mind that he's killing him, but he's hesitating because I guess he's just trying to let the guy know, whatever, it's a plot point that they wrote in.
It is.
If this was real, Morgan would have just caught him and killed him right there. But instead, he hesitates, talks to the guy for a bit.
Yeah, because he's starting to question himself just a little.
Okay, so that's not necessarily bad writing.
No, it's not. He kill, and then he gets there, and he's like
struggling
with his inner self. He's
like,
he's still
thinking back.
Want to do this. Is this necessary?
He's still thinking back to his long time with his cheesemaker buddy that he swore to uphold the peaceful law and everything, and it's still a struggle. And he has some issues, some major issues that helped him.
Who don't end a zombie apocalypse?
That's very true.
His is more prominent, yes.
Even so, I think Morgan is like on a higher level than Rick when it comes to that.
You think so?
Yeah, just because, well, Morgan is what Rick would have been if Rick had to spend 2 years by himself.
Yeah, that's true. You're exact. I can agree with that.
But yeah, I mean, as they are. Really? That is messed up. Repeat that.
Yeah.
But
that's
as Morgan
earlier.
Morgan basically is getting ready to stab this dude, and instead we see another stick go through the guy's neck, and the guy falls over dead. When he falls down, it is revealed that it's the young kid that Morgan's been teaching.
I know, I can't believe that. It's just
he wanted to avenge his brother's death.
Yep.
And he told Carol that. And Carol's like, no, you're not doing that. You need to stay here. You need to stay safe.
But he came back.
He was probably going to be the next Carl. They're going to be calling his name. Where's that kid?
This episode, that scene where that happened was like one of the most jaw-dropping moments in the series.
I know. I can't believe he was there.
Of like the past year.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I was like...
Yeah, I didn't either.
Did not see that one coming.
Because if I had to have guessed halfway through the episode, I figured the guy would have survived. And probably ended up betraying them and causing one of them to get killed.
Yeah, because that's
before it was over with.
And then, here lately.
Like my thought was they would have let the guy live. He would have probably killed Carol, and then Morgan would have killed him out of rage.
Yeah.
And that would have just caused more conflict. That was my thought on that. Either that or killed Morgan, because Morgan had a lapse, and then Carol goes crazy and kills him.
One of them.
Well, either one would have worked, but neither one happened. And what did happen, I'm not even going to complain, because it was that
was really good.
That was a good little plot twist. And that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. That's the episode in a nutshell.
What are you going to rate it?
Oh, it's a 10. And I'm just, even if it were like, it was a legit, at least a 9.5, but because of Carl, it's a 10. This episode's forever going to be remembered as like one of the top 5 or 10 episodes ever.
Yeah, easily.
There's no way around it.
I give it a 10 too. Even though Carl died, he went out.
He went out.
He went out
gracefully.
Yes. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
There we go. I give it a 10 as well. It was really good. Like I said, the mid-season premiere, better than the season premiere.
Oh, yeah. And
the season premiere was good, don't get me wrong. This was better, though.
Here's the thing, so far this season, last season, season 4, last, whatever, Rick has been kill everybody. Mm-hmm. Not even going to give you a chance. Oh, we see you on the road, you're probably a savior. Boom, you're dead. Oh, that guy over there, he don't look right at all. Boom, you're dead. That's really how he's been handling things.
Oh, yeah.
And he was gonna kill Sadiq. Mm-hmm. And so when Carl rescues him and brings him in, and Carl basically tells his dad, he alludes to no more killing. I envision all this happiness. We don't need any more enemies and all this. Everybody's thinking that this is the plot twist that's going to cause Rick not to kill Negan when he has the chance after the Savior's fall.
Probably.
He's not going to kill Negan. He's going to have a flashback echoing to when Carl was like, we're better than this. We don't need to kill anybody. And he is going to lay down his weapon and allow Negan to live when everybody else is going to be calling for blood.
Mm-hmm. Probably. I think that's a very good prediction.
Yeah. Like Carl's death is not just Carl's death. It's not just, oh, okay, and then we'll never think of it again. This is going to have lasting effects on Rick and the story as a whole going forward. Mm-hmm. I'm very much curious to see how Carl's comic plot points get put in to the show.
Yeah.
Now that he's dead. The boy who's the younger brother might take over.
Yeah, I was just joking, but that could be legit.
There are some people who think that maybe Enid might take over that part.
Yeah.
And they just kind of swap genders. Because there was the part where the teenage girl from the Whispers met Carl, and they ended up hooking up, and it caused Carl to go back to the Whispers with her, and it really caused the Whisperer War. Whereas they're thinking it might be a boy come from the Whisperers, and Enid falls in love with him. And
that actually seems really legit.
Yeah.
Compared to how she is on the show. So. Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap this.
So who knows? It's time to wrap. I appreciate everybody coming on and watching tonight. The chat was fairly active. Mm-hmm. Mid-season premiere. This episode was actually called Honor. One of the best episodes in recent memory. Lots of good plot twists. And it kept us, basically, our eyes glued to the TV the entire hour and a half.
Especially that part where insides got ripped out.
Oh yeah, yes,
that was a really good one.
That was one of the top 2 kills of the episode, where a dude had like kind of an open wound in his stomach, and he was on top of Morgan trying to kill him, and Morgan just reached up in the hole that the dude had and pulled his insides out.
I came out of the bathroom and I saw guts coming out. Woo!
It's that long intestine looking like sausage. That was great.
Oh, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap for tonight. Appreciate everybody coming on, saying hey. Be sure to check us out. We're going to have Con Nuga interviews all week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yay. I'm going to probably be live streaming a video game tomorrow. Not going to be too long. I don't want to spend all day streaming. I'm taking a break after Con Nuga. So I may get on there and stream a little bit. If not, I'm still alive.
You're right.
Yeah. At the very least, we'll get on tomorrow night. Maybe do a little something. Maybe like a review or something. But,
watch
yep.
the next Iron Man tomorrow if you want to.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah. Remember, we have to get up a little bit early Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Well, anyway, everybody, thanks for coming by. This has been the mid-season premiere of the Walking Dead review, Spoiling Dead. The episode was called Honor. The 9th. What episode? This is number...
The thing you said, episode 9. Season 8.
Yeah, but I think this is the Spoiling Dead number 108.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Whew, holy crap.
108.
Yeah, 108. 180 of these things. Alright, everybody have a good rest of the night. Thanks for watching. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. This is our first post-Con Nuga video. Had a great time this weekend. And
it was fun.
We'll see everybody tomorrow.